Hi guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Lulu La Vida. Hi everybody, join me here at Lulu La Vida, here in my kitchen, preparing a really simple red rice, or other people may call it Mexican rice. Join me, let's go, Lulu La Vida. Okay, so the first thing we need is a skillet, and we're gonna add a little bit of oil, not that much. We're gonna make sure that the skillet is already hot. So the next thing we want to add, it's onions. You see it's not that much onions. And then you add your garlic. You continue to mix that and make sure that the garlic doesn't burn, because then it's going to have a sour taste. So just turn it around a bit for a little bit, and then you're going to incorporate your rice. You want to make sure that the onion is a little bit translucent. So now here we are, we're adding our cup of rice, and we're gonna have it at a medium to low heat, and you're just gonna continue to turn it around until the rice starts to turn color, from this to like a little toasty, but not too brown, somewhere in between. It's just, the key is just continue to mix it, your onion and your garlic. So let's do this. Now here, what I did is I added a serrano, and what I did is I cut it in half, and I didn't remove the seeds. I like it because it gives it like a little bit of a flavor. It's not gonna be spicy, so if you have kids, no worries. I mean, I fed my nephews, and they never felt any heat on the rice, so it's not that hot. Unless you add more than one, then that's different, but this is just to give it a little bit of a flavor. So like I said, I have my garlic, my onion, and then one cilantro, and as you can see, the rice is starting to turn color. So that's what we want to do. We want to toast it a little bit, and remember, we don't need that much oil, we don't need the heat too high. We just continue to toss it until we see that it's changing colors. So I would say about maybe 2 minutes or so. As you can see, this is done. The rice has turned color, so now it's toasty, and I can smell it already, like the oil, the garlic. So what we're gonna get half a can of tomato sauce. Now you can make your own. You could do tomato, onion, salt, and water in a blender. But in this case, since I'm just like in a hurry, and we're having like a carne asada, so what I'm doing is I'm just doing half a tomato, not the whole tomato. And then a lot of people tell you 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Well, I'm sorry, but for me, and what it's worked through the years of cooking rice to coming up to the perfect recipe, is I do 1 cup of rice to 3 cups of water. Okay, and then I try to just turn it around, mix the ingredients here, and then I'm gonna add my Nor Suiza, which is your tomato bouillon. About a tablespoon of that. You add your salt also. It's to taste. If you like it. You can also add garlic powder if you wish, even though we already added garlic. But flavor is all. Everything for me, garlic and onion, it's the key. I rather have flavor in my food, and to me, it's worked. So we're just moving it around, make sure that we incorporate all the ingredients, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the heat to medium, and we want to make sure that it starts to boil. Now we're not going to cover it yet. We're just bringing it to boil. Once you start seeing the temperature of the water, of the broth, the tomato broth, start bubbling up, that means it's ready, to cover it up. But this is what we do. We mix everything up. We bring it up to medium heat, and about maybe not even a minute or so, see the difference, see what it starts doing. It starts boiling up a little bit. So at this point, you can add whatever you want. In my case, I just add a little bit of cilantro leaves, not a lot. We don't want to empower the cilantro taste. It's just a little bit of green, just for the look, and it also gives it a little fresh flavor. But you don't want to add too much unless you're doing a cilantro rice, and that's a different story. But in this case, in this recipe, you can substitute if you want to add mixed vegetables, just corn, peas. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can add to rice, but it's up to you. And this is the part where you would drain your vegetables from the can, and you would incorporate them here. You know, you want to add mushrooms, peas, corn, anything. But look, the key here is 20 minutes. You bring your temperature to low. You cover it and you wait 20 minutes exactly. And if you look here, look, the water has dissolved, evaporated. I always make a hole in the middle to check that, and then I cover it again just to let the steam, it just finishes up cooking, and we're gonna start plating it off. And as you can see, the rice is puffy. I don't need no filter here. All you need is just flavor and a little bit of love when you're cooking. Hope you enjoy your recipe.